A homeowner had just moved into their new place a couple of weeks ago when their Blink doorbell camera began picking up something strange. Most recordings were crisp and clear, but one night they received a notification and found blurry footage unlike anything before. A little girl was seen standing outside late at night. No one nearby recognized her, and no child was seen again on the camera. The footage remains the neighborhood's mystery. A man and his toddler were stepping outside when a raccoon suddenly attacked the man.
Why not? Oh. Jay, are you okay? What happened? The raccoon tried to bite me.
He panicked and tossed the toddler aside to protect them both. Turns out the raccoon wasn't aggressive at all. No one was harmed, not the dad, not the toddler, and not even the raccoon. Just a wild misunderstanding caught on camera, and thankfully it ended without a scratch on anyone. This man was terrified when he reviewed the CCTV footage from a camera in the shed pointed at the kitchen of his cabin. While he and his wife were upstairs, the camera captured this. A person or shadow can be seen moving inside, from right to left. They were supposed to be alone. So who or what was in the kitchen? In Athens, Georgia, a doorbell camera caught something eerie. A woman appeared. She didn't knock, she didn't speak, she just giggled. The resident locked every door immediately. They were terrified. Luckily, the woman left. Nobody knows who she was or what was going on with her. It was late at night in Florida when two alligators unexpectedly showed up at the doorstep of a house. The homeowners, fortunately, didn't open the door right away. Instead, they checked their security camera, and that's when they saw the bizarre sight. Thanks to the camera, the family avoided a close and very wild encounter. Around 11 p.m., a peaceful night turned into a nightmare for one family. Kevin Flaherty, their neighbour, appeared at their front door wearing a bulletproof vest and holding a weapon. Inside, a mother and her two children were jolted into fear. Thinking fast, she grabbed her kids and locked them all in the bathroom. For 25 agonizing minutes, they stayed hidden, waiting for police to arrive. Later, it was revealed Flaherty's wife and daughter had left him just days earlier, after he threatened to harm them. His daughter had been staying with this very family, afraid of what her father might do. The man was arrested and charged with aggravated assault. It was a regular delivery day in Wayne, New Jersey, when a doorbell camera captured a shocking moment. A bolt of lightning struck the ground just as the delivery driver walked toward a home. Though unharmed, the strike clearly shook him. He was only a few feet away from being hit. Around 1 a.m. on October 15, 2023, a couple pulled into their Kent, Washington home. As they stepped inside, a masked guy with a gun ran up their driveway stairs, trying to get in. They slammed the door just in time. Angry and frustrated, he smashed the camera with his pistol and ran. The video became crucial evidence. Not long after, the police tracked him down, 18-year-old Al Hussein Dram, and arrested him with SWAT support, ending the terrifying night. This security camera shows a woman walking around an office when something strange happened. It looked like an invisible force suddenly grabbed her. Now we're left wondering, was this footage real or just a clever fake? Late at night, a man, unknown and uninvited, walked straight up to someone's doorstep. What he did next was both bizarre and disturbing. He bent down and started sniffing the shoes left outside the house. Who was he? And what kind of obsession drives someone to do something so odd? In Memphis, Tennessee, the LeMay family installed a Ring camera in their daughter's playroom just to keep an eye on things. But only days later, that safety measure turned into a nightmare.
Who is that?
I'm your best friend. I'm Santa Claus. I'm Santa Claus. Don't you want to be my best friend?
The camera had been hacked. Terrified, the little girl screamed for her mom. The family ripped the device out immediately. But the most disturbing part? No one knows how long the hacker had been watching, or what else he might have seen. A woman showed up at a house in Spokane, Washington, which had been damaged by fire 2 to 3 years ago, and started acting crazy.
Is this not the house that burnt down like 2 years ago? 3 years ago? I live right around the corner. I was coming to tell you that you had a great house.
She began behaving erratically before vandalizing the property. Authorities intervened and the woman was arrested. No further disturbances were reported, and the property owners expressed relief the situation was resolved without escalation. What this woman's deal was is still unclear. One night in Launceston, Cornwall, Rob Williams was just about to head to bed when his phone pinged. It was his motion-activated doorbell camera alerting him that someone, or something, had triggered it. Curious, he checked the live feed and saw this. A figure standing at the bottom of the stairs outside his flat. But something felt off. The figure wasn't solid. It looked like a person, but translucent. Moments later, the light switched off and the figure vanished. Rob watched the footage again and again. The more he stared, the more convinced he became it wasn't human. Late at night, a man stumbled toward a house in a drunken daze. Take a look.
Sorry. Who the fuck are you? What the fuck is wrong with you? Who the fuck are you?
Without hesitation, he opened the front door, triggering chaos inside. He acted as if he actually belonged there. But to the family living there, he was a complete stranger. He didn't fight back. He just stood there confused and oddly familiar with the place. It made people wonder, what if he wasn't just a drunk intruder? What if he used to live there? Last night, this family experienced something horrifying on their Ring camera. In the middle of the night, a voice, speaking in Spanish, came through the device. It wasn't from the house or from the neighborhood. Viewers later asked if the Ring app log said motion detected or live view, because if it said live view, it would mean someone had hacked into their account. Disturbingly, it said live view, meaning someone was actively watching their cameras in real time. How long had they been watching? No one knows, but the thought alone left the family deeply unsettled. Maddie Panic, a TikToker living alone, began documenting the disturbing behavior of her neighbor, who had been harassing her for months. Despite reporting him several times, things only escalated. In one video, he stood outside her door, seemingly listening in. Another time, he crouched low, trying the doorknob, barely visible through the peephole. But the scariest moment, he allegedly tried smashing through the wall from his side of the apartment. Maddie filmed it all, kept filing reports. But in the end, she made the tough choice to move out for her own safety. One morning in Hudson, Wisconsin, a woman noticed footprints in the fresh snow outside her home. They led straight to her bedroom window, and then vanished the same way they came. Someone had clearly crept up during the night to peer inside. She immediately installed a security camera facing that window. Days later, her fear turned real. The footage showed a man lurking, staring into her bedroom. Police traced him to Robert Cessna. According to his LinkedIn profile, he was an executive at 3M. He denied everything, but the evidence proved otherwise. He was charged with felony stalking and lost his job. It was just past midnight when someone returned home and stepped into the hallway of their building. But what should have been a familiar sight turned bone-chilling. Under the dim lights, something was hanging at the far end. Limp, human-shaped, horrifying at first glance. Their heart nearly stopped until they got closer and realized the truth. It wasn't a body, just laundry, awkwardly hanging. A pair of pants, a shirt, maybe even a skirt, all arranged in just the right way to mimic a person. On May 10th, 2022, Rachel Green's dog Florence pushed open an upstairs bathroom window and teetered 20 feet above the ground. Rachel dove underneath, catching the dog just inches from the pavement.
Oh my god, get back! Florence! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Florence only injured her leg, but if it hadn't been for Rachel's quick reflexes, it could have ended terribly. This clip was posted to Reddit by someone who said it came from their grandparents' Ring camera, recorded at exactly 2 a.m. In the footage, a strange, pale, almost transparent figure can be seen slowly crossing the yard. The poster is convinced it's a ghost. Others weren't so sure. Some blamed motion blur, others suggested a camera glitch. So what do you think? Just a technical error, or did something else pass by that house in the dead of night? Because if it was just a glitch, then who was actually wandering around their property, and why? That might be even more disturbing than a ghost. After returning from a vacation, a woman in Maryland walked into her apartment, only to find something truly disturbing.
Please show me how you got inside, because now I don't feel safe.
I'm gonna show you step by step.
Cause it's 3 ways you can get in your apartment. You got everything there? Alright, so excuse me. I'm in your apartment. Excuse me.
Yeah, please get all your things. I want you to leave nothing behind.
Nah, we wouldn't. I'm gonna tell you how nobody can ever come in without the key.
I can't believe.
Yeah, it's a learning experience. We're gonna start it. So you never happen to you again. The 3 ways we get in here. Alright. This window here. You need to put a lock on here.
2 total strangers were living inside, but that wasn't even the most shocking part. Her entire home had been wiped clean. Nearly $50,000 worth of belongings gone. The squatters casually claimed they took all her stuff, but left the bed because they liked it. Before she could even call the police, one of them allegedly tackled her, demanding she stay quiet, saying he'd give her the apartment back. They eventually fled, but the damage, both emotional and material, was already done. One summer evening, Lisa and Paul were away on vacation when their Ring doorbell sent a notification at 8:37 p.m. They opened the live feed and saw this. She didn't speak. She didn't explain why she was there. She just stood there, acting strangely. Lisa and Paul had no idea who she was or what she wanted. A homeowner noticed a strange blur gliding past their porch late at night on their security camera. They posted the footage on Reddit with a desperate caption: "Help, what is this?" The shape seemed to float, translucent and slow. Most users suggested it was a close-up bug blurred by the camera's infrared lens, but some believed it was paranormal. What do you think? It was 3:30 in the morning when a woman showed up at someone's front door and rang the bell. The house was quiet, lights dimmed, everyone was clearly asleep, but that didn't stop her.
Hi, do you live here?
Yeah, I will live here.
Okay. Are you any good with computers?
We're in bed.
Can I come up?
No, we're in bed.
Oh, you're inside. I thought you said you were outside. Do you have time to come over and help me with it? If you don't, I'm just going to have to wait tomorrow and go to Best Buy or something. So it's up to you. But I'm waiting for an MRI to be scheduled of my head since I probably broke my nose and shoved it up into my head.
Can we do this tomorrow? It's like 3:30 in the morning.
Yes, I'll get up and do that with you at 3:30 in the morning.
No, it's 3:30 in the morning right now. Can we do this tomorrow?
Yes, we can do it tomorrow. Or I can just take it somewhere tomorrow. It's fine. I'm not trying to be a pain in the butt. I just hate computer stuff. And we're getting the kinks worked out of mine. It's new software, new hard drive, new everything. I'm way behind the times. So I'll just wait. Okay. Let me know. I'll be happy to call someone.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Despite her odd timing, the conversation ended without conflict, but the whole thing left a strange feeling behind. In Seattle, a homeowner caught mind-blowing footage of a guy trying to sneak into their house through a pet door. Fortunately, he didn't fit and gave up, but it was definitely scary to realize an innocent pet door could give someone easy access to your home. Staying alert and keeping your house secure isn't just about the main doors, it's about the small openings too. For 3 nights in a row, always around 1 a.m., strange whistling sounds echoed through the quiet neighborhood. The pattern was too consistent to ignore. It wasn't a bird or random noise, it felt deliberate, like someone lurking just out of sight. Finally, the homeowner managed to catch the sound on camera.
You don't hear that? We just only watch Stalker.
The footage didn't reveal much, but the audio captured the unnerving whistle cutting through the silence. Some say it's just a strange person walking by, maybe even someone calling their dog. But after 3 nights of the same chilling sound, that explanation doesn't sit right. What was going on here? A homeowner checked their security camera footage one night and was terrified by what they saw. They posted it on Reddit, wondering if anyone knew what it meant. People online agreed. The footage gave off unsettling vibes. Some even compared it to a horror cult scene. Others believed it was just teenagers trying to go viral or stir up reactions. Creepy or harmless, it definitely left people shaken. In Cincinnati, Ohio, a man attempted to flee from law enforcement, but his escape didn't go as planned. The entire chase was captured on a neighborhood doorbell camera.
Oh, man! Come on, man! Randy, get down on the ground. I ain't get on the ground, bro. I ain't get on the ground. Randy, show me your hands. I ain't get on the ground, bro. Turn around.
The man made a run for it, but officers quickly cornered him right on a quiet suburban lawn. Within seconds, flashing lights and shouting filled the frame as the man hesitated and resisted. Officers moved in fast, pinning him down after a short scuffle. The homeowner watched the whole thing, both entertained and a little frightened. A home security camera caught something odd in a quiet garage one night. A strange glowing light dropped from the sky. It floated silently into the garage and vanished. The way it moved felt intentional. No one knows what it was. Do you have any guesses? It was late at night when a woman standing alone on her porch experienced something she couldn't explain.
There's like little mosquitoes. Kind of going on there. What? What did you say? What did you say, Mommy?
Her husband, watching the front camera feed, suddenly warned her. There was someone unusual walking right behind her. Startled, she turned to look, trying not to make it obvious. Within moments, her husband and children rushed outside, all drawn by the strange sight. But just like that, the figure vanished into the dark. It also hadn't appeared on any of the other houses' cameras. The family couldn't shake the feeling they had witnessed something paranormal. And honestly, they might be right. A strange video captured on a neighbor's Ring doorbell camera shows a child's bicycle appearing to move on its own in a driveway. First it rolls backward, then turns slightly, and finally moves forward, all without anyone in sight. Looking at the background, still trees and calm surroundings, it doesn't seem like wind would have caused it. There's also no signs of strings or wires controlling the motion. The video was uploaded purely to see what others think, and it's left many scratching their heads. Last winter, a doorbell camera captured the beginning of a nightmare. The homeowner was fast asleep when motion alerts buzzed on his phone. He checked the footage, and his heart began to race.
Oh, shit! Ow! Ow!
Grabbing a fire extinguisher, he ran outside, but the flames were already too fierce to fight alone. Forced to retreat through the back, he could only watch as the fire raged. That night, it was his doorbell camera that saved his life. Just before reaching home, a woman got a notification from her security system. Motion detected inside her house. Panic set in as she feared a break-in, but the live camera feed showed nothing. She calmed down, thinking it was a false alarm, but the real shock came moments later, right at her doorstep. As she entered, her shirt moved, as if something invisible had grabbed it. If anything else ever occurred in that house, it was never shared. In June 2019, something strange was caught on camera late at night. Two women casually going through this person's shoe rack. They checked a few pairs and then suddenly ran off. But it didn't end there. One of them came back, walking around like nothing happened. Then she spotted the security cameras. It's unclear if they took anything, but the whole thing left the homeowner disturbed. Who were they, and why were they looking through someone else's shoes? Did they really want to steal them? One afternoon, in broad daylight, a doorbell camera captured something shocking. Without hesitation, a woman walked up, grabbed the baby stroller, and left as if it were hers. The theft left the homeowner stunned and angry. In a quiet Carrollton neighborhood, a routine evening took a bizarre and unsettling turn. A woman waited in her car while her husband went to buy a lottery ticket, when suddenly her Ring camera sent her an alert. What she saw left her shaken. A person in a devil goat mask calmly walked through their side yard and approached the front door. In their hands, a sign displaying a Bible verse, one about Judgment Day. The couple reported the incident to the police, but by the time officers arrived, the masked figure had vanished without a trace. No crime was committed, but authorities increased patrols in the area. Still, the eerie image lingers in the homeowner's mind. Why this house, and what was the true message behind that visit? A Reddit user named SwiftFool41 shared some unsettling porch cam footage. In the footage, a man waits in his car for 2 minutes before approaching the door. He knocks, rings the bell, then looks down and mumbles, possibly into a phone, saying something like, "I'm on the porch right now."
On the porch right now.
It was weird, but 5 days later, things got even stranger. Another car pulled up late at night. No one got out for 17 minutes. Then, a different man walked up to the door, holding what looked like a thick wad of cash. What was he expecting to do there? Was this some kind of setup, a mistake? No updates were ever posted. This Ring doorbell caused something truly unsettling. A woman appeared at the front door, lost and acting strangely, trying to get inside. What was she really up to? And what were her intentions? Hopefully, she's in a better place now and got the help she needed. In March a few years back, Rick Stewart's home security system picked up motion near the side of his house. The system snapped a few photos and sent them straight to his phone. What caught his eye was a strange, transparent figure standing in the driveway. Everything else in the image looked perfectly normal, sharp, but this one human-like shape seemed out of place, almost see-through. It was also only visible in one of the photos. The odd contrast made everyone wonder if it was something paranormal. A Miami woman was asleep on her couch one night when a strange woman entered her home. The intruder didn't break in violently, she just walked in. Security footage shows the stranger quietly wandering through the house, silently rummaging through items. But then, she stood over the sleeping woman for a long time, just watching her. Eventually, the stranger vanished. The woman had no idea until she later checked the footage and realized someone had been inside her home. No one knows who she was or why she came, but witnessing that on camera must have been terrifying. One day, this shirtless guy was caught on a Ring camera, walking around the neighborhood with a knife in his hand. He went from house to house, trying every door, but luckily, each one was locked tight. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't get inside. After several failed attempts, he just gave up and walked away. It was a scary moment for the neighborhood, but thankfully, no one got hurt and no homes were broken into. Everyone wondered what he would have done once he got inside. A Reddit user working alone at a store was wrapping up the day when a quick glance at the security camera made their heart race. The store had been closed for nearly an hour, and the parking lot was supposed to be empty. But someone was sitting right on the hood of his car, staring straight into the camera. Alone, late at night, and already out the door, the user couldn't reach the non-emergency police line. When he finally walked out, the man was asleep by the front door. He moved on shortly after. What were their intentions? A woman was home alone when her Ring camera picked up movement outside. At first, she figured it was just her husband returning late from work, like he usually did. But when she checked the footage, something strange caught her eye. If you look closely, right at the patio door, there seemed to be the faint shape of a little girl standing there, still and silent, and then she just faded away. She still has no explanation for it, other than it being something paranormal. Last winter, in a small, quiet town, a man caught something strange on his doorbell camera. It was bitter cold, anywhere from -10 to -40 degrees, with snow covering the ground. At 2:45 a.m., the camera picked up this: a figure standing in the distance. Moments later, it moved, now standing directly in front of the camera, and it stayed there for nearly 20 minutes. The man estimated it had to be at least 7 feet tall, but when he checked the next morning, there were no tracks. He thought maybe it was someone in a blanket or a costume, but in a town this small, with no homeless population and no tracks in the snow, the explanation didn't add up. So, what was it? A prank? And if so, where were the tracks? A mother got a notification from her doorbell and quickly checked the camera. She saw her daughter nervously entering the house, and right after, a man with a covered face and a hammer appeared. Neither the mother nor daughter had ever seen him before, and they suspect he may have been sent by someone. Her daughter was lucky. She made it inside just in time and locked the door safely behind her. They're left wondering what would have happened if she had been just a few seconds slower. A woman in Ohio posted footage from her Blink camera on Reddit. Once it turned dark, a strange white shape appeared near a red truck, but only for a single frame. She says the footage is unedited and nothing around the truck was disturbed. The camera didn't trigger any motion alerts either. Later, she revealed the truck belonged to her late uncle, who died by suicide. It's been stored on her property ever since. Most viewers believe it was likely a bug or a glitch from the camera's poor night vision. But the woman believes it was something more. One night, this family noticed something truly creepy on their doorbell camera. Right when her son came out to greet her after work like he always did, this happened. After looking closely at the footage, something strange can be seen. A dark figure pops up for a second and then disappears. No one knows who or what it was, but whatever he saw that night left him terrified. Just after her husband left for work, a woman stepped outside to do the laundry. That's when she heard this. A voice behind her quietly asking for help. She called the police immediately.
I looked around, I didn't see anybody out on the road or any cars or anything. So I went back to my Ring video to make sure I wasn't just creatively hearing something.
I can hear somebody saying something, but I can't.
Well, I posted it on there.
They searched the property thoroughly, but found nothing. To this day, the woman still wonders who or what called for help that morning. A woman was caught on a neighbor's Ring doorbell, pressing the bell to complain about the language printed on their doormat.
How can I help you?
Look, I'm not trying to be ugly, and I'm not trying to cause any scene with you whatsoever. We live in a family environment here. I have children here too. To me, having the F word on your doormat is not respectful of anyone that lives here.
And it's not respectful of you to touch my property. It's not bothering anybody. I have my neighbors across the hall.
I pay you for your mat. I will pay you for your mat, but get that out of here. I don't know what made you change it to something so ugly as that, but I'm not gonna. No, that's not the
because
environment.
I've heard you stand in front of my Ring doorbell and talk about me, which was inappropriate of you. When you know.
What did I say about you? I haven't said anything about
Ma'am, you can lie to Jesus Christ if you feel that is the truth. I don't care. You have talked about me in front of my Ring doorbell. I have proof of it. I have no reason to lie on you, make anything up on you, ma'am. So please, you could just move away from my door. Do not touch anything. You have been reported to the office. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Get a life.
You get a life, you mad old hag. You don't. Apparently you don't, you old heifer. Get on up them steps.
She seemed upset, stating that the word on the mat was inappropriate for a family-friendly neighborhood. But her approach didn't sit well with the neighbor. Which side are you on? A woman came home and noticed her door lock smashed to the ground. She feared the worst, but when she went inside, nothing seemed amiss. However, when she checked her Ring doorbell footage, she saw this. An unknown man was going from house to house, smashing door locks with a hammer. The strange part is that he didn't even attempt to break in. So, what could his reason have been? A couple was sleeping when, around 1 a.m., their Ring camera picked up movement outside. The next morning, this is what they saw. Her eyes were sunken with dark circles, and she mumbled in a language that made no sense. Though she never returned, they're still shaken. And honestly, who wouldn't be? One night around 10 p.m., TikToker Ellie Hinn's doorbell camera recorded something truly unsettling. A woman appeared outside the front door. She didn't knock, she didn't ring the bell. She just stood there, completely still, breathing heavily, holding a bag. Then, after a few tense seconds, she turned around and walked away. No break-in, no confrontation, no explanation. But something about it felt deeply wrong. At 10:39 p.m. in Glendale, Arizona, this family's Ring camera captured something unsettling.
Please. I'm desperate. Hi. It may take a moment to answer. Please wait.
Can I come through?
Please. I'm desperate. I'm desperate. Tens of millions of dollars. Please, can I come in for a minute? Please, I'm desperate. They're gonna. Please, you're right there. Please. I know I look crazy right now because they're gonna shoot me right now. Those people right there. Look at right there. They're gonna kill me. Please. I'm desperate. I'm desperate. Please, I'm desperate. I know I look crazy because I'm dehydrated and I'm terrified. Please, I'm desperate. I'm desperate. I gotta help me.
A woman, acting erratically, waved her arms and shouted incoherently, likely under the influence. Wisely, the homeowner didn't let her in. Who knows what could have happened if they had? Hopefully help was called, and she's in a better place now. After reviewing the footage from his doorbell camera, this man couldn't figure out who or what he was seeing. A figure appeared in the image, but the details were hazy. Some suggested it might have been a homeless person dragging a blanket, caught in motion blur and distorted by poor camera quality. But the figure's transparent appearance left others wondering. Could it really have been just a trick of the light, or did the camera capture something else? In Sydney's Hills district, a woman and her child were home alone when something terrifying happened. A stranger was caught on camera wandering around the property, ringing the doorbell, peeking through windows, and testing the handle again and again. But then, the homeowner used their Ring doorbell to speak up.
Hello? Hello? Hi, are you...
Wrong house, hello. Yeah, no, it's wrong house, sorry.
Fortunately, the voice startled him, and he bolted, mumbling an apology, pretending it was all a mistake. Two boys kept knocking on a guy's door, asking for some cash. Then, the homeowner finally opened the door.
What's up, fellas? How you doing? Put that down. Thanks. What can I do for you?
I was wondering if you had a few bucks that you could practice.
I don't have any cash on me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Got my lighter back. I saw the camera. I need the lighter back. Put the lighter back in my hand right now. Get the f*** off my lawn. You ain't gonna talk crazy. Come up to my house, ask me for money, and steal my shit. Go away.
They acted casual and started to leave, but then the man noticed his lighter was gone. First, they asked for money. Then, they tried to steal from him. It was a sneaky move that didn't go unnoticed this time. A young woman living in Rexford at Waterford Lakes noticed something unsettling on her Ring camera. But this wasn't the first time he appeared. He'd been seen loitering outside her apartment on multiple occasions, walking back and forth, never really going anywhere. She filed a police report, but the only advice given was to stay safe. But who is this man? And why does he keep coming back? And why is he so aggressive? This woman returned home after a workout. As she unlocked the door and stepped inside, she noticed something downright terrifying. Someone was already in her home. Captured on her Ring doorbell, the footage shows a real chilling moment. This wasn't a prank, it was her stalker, waiting for her inside. It's the kind of nightmare that stays with you forever. Let's just hope she finds peace again and feels safe in her own home one day. Early one morning, a woman was jolted awake by loud banging at her front door. When she checked her doorbell camera, she was terrified.
Stay there until he gets there. I swear to God, you can't go. Bring it now, keep going. This door for sure. Yeah, open this goddamn door. You don't open this goddamn door, nigga. Since we wet my ass. Open this door, nigga. Bitch ass niggas. Bitch. Open this goddamn door, you hear me?
Two men were outside, clearly trying to break in. Fortunately, her front door was solid steel with reinforced steel jambs, likely saving her from a far more disturbing outcome. Around 1 a.m., Jessica Ortiz woke up to something out of this world on her Ring camera. It showed a figure with a strange, elongated head and an odd-shaped body, almost like an alien from a movie. Jessica couldn't believe her eyes. The video blew up online, with people guessing what it could be. Some said it looked like someone carrying clothes or bags. A crime expert claimed the footage was real and might show a non-human creature, while another expert believed it was just an animal or small child walking by. The mystery remains. Years ago, a woman was home alone when her doorbell rang. It had one of those cameras that snap a picture every time it detects motion. But when she opened the door, no one was there. Confused, she checked the footage. What she found was eerie. 2 ghostly figures in white. She immediately sent the image to her friends group asking if it was any of them. But it wasn't. No one had been near her place that night. What would you do? This woman was relaxing at home when she noticed something strange outside her window. A girl standing completely still on the pavement, staring into nothing. No phone, no movement. Some joked it was a glitch in the Matrix. Others wondered, why didn't the woman try to help? Whatever was going on out there, it didn't feel normal. In April 2016, YouTuber What Up Chris caught something disturbing on his home security cameras. A white truck rolled past his house, then parked down the street. Moments later, the driver walked toward the home. Fortunately, every door was locked and the man gave up. After he left, the homeowner came outside, either snapping a quick photo of the license plate or signaling the entire thing was caught on camera. No further update has ever been shared, but thankfully, the man never managed to get inside. Late one Halloween night, a motion alert pinged from a doorbell camera. When they checked the footage, this figure appeared. Even on Halloween, it's still terrifying. Whether a prank or not, let's just hope no one opened the door for it. Late one breezy April night, the poster's dad's porch camera picked up something that made the hair stand on end. A lone, blood-curdling scream rang out, echoing through the still night. Then came faint whispers, almost too quiet to catch at first. Some think it was just a fox wandering nearby, but others can't shake the feeling that it was something darker. A doorbell camera captured a tense and unsettling moment. A woman suddenly stepped out of her apartment holding a knife. There was no visible threat, no one else in the frame. Her reason remains a mystery. Maybe she felt scared, maybe something had just happened inside, or maybe she was up to something darker. Nobody knows for sure, but the footage leaves a heavy, uneasy feeling, raising more questions than answers. What made her do that, and who or what was she ready for? Late one night, a family received an alert from their Ring camera. What they saw shocked them. 2 men were crawling across their doorstep, clearly trying to avoid detection. They grabbed a package that had been delivered to the front door, then crawled away. I doubt the crawling helped them much, but it definitely made the scene more disturbing. Late at night, a Ring camera captured something truly disturbing. There was no movement at the door, no one visible on screen. Yet out of the silence came a strange, eerie voice. The house was still, the street completely empty. So who, or what, was making those sounds? 3 young women showed up at a house one day and did something really odd. They poured milk all over the doorstep and then slammed the door hard before just walking away. The homeowner was left standing there, confused and wondering why anyone would do something so strange and kind of creepy. Did they get the wrong address? A man got a notification on his phone from his doorbell cam. When he checked to see who, or what it was, he saw this. A woman approached his door, but something was off. Her head jerked sharply every few seconds, like she was in some kind of trance. After a short while, she simply walked away. The homeowner had no idea who she was or why she acted that way, and to this day, she never came back. While deployed on the USS Ronald Reagan, a Navy veteran caught something strange on the ship's security camera. It didn't seem like a bird or a droplet. It almost looked like a person walking by, though no one was supposed to be there at the time. Watching it float across the screen in the middle of the ocean completely alone made him feel very uneasy. This man checked his security footage after receiving a late night alert, but what he saw left him stunned. In the dim glow of his garage light, a strange figure appeared, slender, hunched, and moving far too quickly to be human. No one could explain what it was, or why it had been there. Was it a person, an animal? To me, it doesn't look like either. One thing's certain, the footage raised far more questions than answers. One evening, a man suddenly jumped into someone's yard. Without wasting a second, he grabbed a kid's bike and a baby's toy car lying there. Then, just like that, he vaulted over the fence and disappeared down the street. The whole thing was caught on a Ring doorbell camera, showing how quick and bold he was. This Ring doorbell footage shows 2 men trying hard to break into a house, and they're not subtle about it either. After a few strong blows, the door finally gives in, and they make their way inside. I wonder why they were so determined to get inside that house. After waking up, this man noticed a doorbell notification from 1:38 a.m. the night before. When he checked the footage, he saw this: a strange figure crossing the front porch. Viewers guessed everything from aliens to gnomes, but most likely it was just a cat walking by, probably black or dark colored from the middle up to its head, so the camera didn't pick it up well. A woman came back home, but as she entered, a man appeared right behind her. He tried to force his way in. Luckily, the sturdy door stood between them and what could have turned into a terrifying situation. The encounter was over in seconds, but the tension it left behind was unforgettable. what would have happened if she hadn't closed the door in time. In Charlotte, a man tried to break into a house using a tool.
The police are being called. Remove yourself now.
As soon as the man heard that the police were on their way, he took off running. In this case, the camera saved the homeowner from a scary and possibly dangerous situation. A doorbell camera in Canada captured a rare sight. A meteor hurtling through the sky and landing right on someone's front porch. The event took place so fast, most people would have missed it if not for the camera. It's not every day you see space rock land in your front yard, let alone catch it on camera. A Ring doorbell camera caught an unexpected visitor one evening. A hungry bear, wandering right up to the doorstep. Fortunately, the homeowner was sound asleep, unaware of just how close they had been to a wild encounter. In Toledo, a guy stumbled into someone's backyard, clearly out of it. The homeowner didn't hesitate and called the cops, who arrived quickly.
How can I stand out a mace? Stand up. How? A mace? Stand up. A mace? Put your hands behind your back. No, I am. How can I follow you, nigga, bro? What you got going on? Come on. Let's get it over with. I can't see, bro. I can't see. Ain't nothing in my pocket. Okay. Nothing. I don't even know where you searched. I'm telling you. Ain't nothing in my pocket. Man, my eyes. So y'all my eyes? Come on. You want me to go? I can't walk, bro. My eyes.
We're moving, I'm telling you.
I can't see.
Let's go.
The man was removed from the property, but a good night's sleep was no longer possible. And for more chills now, just watch this next one.